Find the average daily balance for a credit card that has a balance of $15 for 8 days, $50 for 13 days, $75 for 5 days, and $100 for 4 days. All right, so it seems like there's quite a bit of information here, right? But of course, the first thing we want to do is understand how a credit card works, right? When we say the balance, right, this is actually how much money you owe. Right, so remember, whenever you use a credit card, whenever you swipe your card, or I guess these days when you insert that chip, okay, into the machine, right, you're paying for something, okay. But on your credit card, your balance will go up, right? Let's say you go to a fast food place, you spend $15 and you swipe your card, okay, then that balance will go up. Okay, essentially, you will have to pay back this $15 at a later time, okay? So when we say the balance for a credit card, this is how much money you owe. Every time you swipe that card, okay, your balance was going to go up. Of course, whenever you make a payment, then your balance will go down. Okay, so how these credit card companies, they calculate the interest is they need the average daily balance. Let's think about what that means, the average daily balance, right? So in this particular billing cycle, right, we have to find the balance for each single day, right? That's what an average is. We have to find the balance for every single day, add all those numbers together, and then divide by how many days there are, right? Then what does that mean here? Okay, the balance was $15 for 8 days, right? Let's think about what that means. So on the first day of the billing cycle, right, maybe you swiped it for $15, okay? But you didn't do anything, okay, for 8 days. Okay, so you swiped it. Maybe the first day of the billing cycle, you went to a fast food place where you spent $15, right? And then you don't do anything. And then, okay, after that, then on the 9th day, you swipe it. Now, you got to be careful here, right? It says that the balance is $50, right? So you didn't spend $50, okay? You actually spent $35, right? You swiped it for $35, so your balance went up to $50. And then it stayed that way for 13 days. And then similarly, you don't do anything for 13 days, and then you swipe it again for $25, right? Remember, you swipe it for $25, for the balance goes up to $75. Okay? And then the very last transaction here, right, the balance goes up to $100, right? Maybe you went to the movie theater, you swiped your card for $25, so then your balance goes up, okay? Now remember, we have to find the average daily balance. Think about that. Your balance was $15 on the first day, plus another $15 on the second day, plus another $15 on the third day, and that's the same for 8 days, right? And then what? It went up to $50, okay? And it stayed that way for 13 days. Okay? And then the balance was $75, so we have to do that 5 times, and then we have to add 100 4 times. Okay? And then whatever we get from this sum, we want to divide that, in this case, by 30, right? Because 8 plus 13 plus 5 plus 9 gives us 30. There's 30 numbers here, or there should be 30 numbers here, right? But then, do you really want to do that, right? Hit 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15 8 times, and then plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50 13 times, right? I mean, if you want to, you can, right? But there's a mathematical way to do this, right? If there's $15 for 8 days, then we just multiply these together. Okay? So let's think about that. 15 times 8, okay, that's going to give us 120, right? And then 50 times 13, that will give us 650. And then 75 times 5, that will give us 375. And then 100 times 4, that will give us 400. So when we add these numbers together now, right, we get 1545. So we can get the same answer here, okay, just by multiplying the balance times how many days that balance will remain. Or you could have done this, right, the long way. Right? Do 15 plus 15 plus 15 plus 15. Do that 8 times, plus 50 plus 50 plus 50. I mean, you can try it if you want, right? But if you do this, then you should get the same number, right, 1545. Now, we're still not done yet, though, right? Because we want to find the average. So we have to divide this by how many days there are in this billing cycle. Okay, of course, depending on the month, there will be 30 days or 31 days. And In the case of February, right, maybe 28 days. Okay, so now we're going to divide this number by 30. Okay, so 1545 divided by 30, it gives us 5150. So what does that mean? It means that for this whole month, right, for this particular billing cycle, the average balance on any particular day is $51.50.